All right, it's week 6, and I've been doing a lot of thinking about stuff, and there was some kid at work. He stuck his nose into our business, and I thought about it. I'm like, okay, you know what? I could write something about that. That would be good. Let's see. Yes. Monday morning, 6 a.m., going over employees' clock-out times from the night before, when standing there, in the doorway, huffing and puffing, the big, bad wolf. It's really the first thing you want to hear in the morning. Someone not in your department telling you how to run the department. It's cold and windy today. I'm wet. What is it? March 21st, 2025. Friday morning. So you think you've got all the answers? Everything you say is pure gold. You don't know what happened. You just sit there on the side, singing So you think you have all the answers. Everything you say is pure gold. So you think you got all the answers. Everything you say is pure gold. So you think you have all the answers. And everything you say is pure gold. Yeah, I like that. So you think you got all the answers. Everything you can say is pure gold. Everything you say is pure gold. You don't know the half of it. You sit there on the sidelines and talk a big game. I like that. That could be something, a verse or something. Everybody's got an opinion. And what they think is the right way. The peanut gallery has all the answers. The one coming to be sitting in the captain's chair. All bets are off and a retreat is in play. I don't think I'll do that. I'm just writing that down for like a note, to keep the thought process rolling. I don't know, maybe I should I don't know if I want to use this notebook. Look at Mom got me this one. Central Perk. Haha. So you think you got all the answers. Everything you say is pure gold. You don't know what happened. Sit there on the sidelines and talk a big game. Like you got again. So you think you got all the answers. Everything you say is pure gold. You don't know what have to make you sit on the sidelines and talk a big. What up? Alright, back on the table. I think this will be better. Better on the table. So, you think you've got all the answers, everything you say is pure gold. You don't know the half of it, you sit there on the sidelines talking a big game. But when it comes down to this, some ideas flowing. So you think you have all the answers. Everything you say is pure gold. You sit there from the sidelines and call out plays, but you don't know the half of it. Best stay in your lane. I got back from the gym and I figured I went there and I would help me, sort things out, or it did, kind of. I don't know. I was thinking, I've been thinking, and the name of the song, you know what? Scrap this video. Dude, how do you spell opinion? Opinion. Oh, it's two P's. Opinion. That looks wrong too. Opinion. One P. That looks wrong too. To be fair, the guy did help me out. He gave me a subject to write about for the week, and it just so happened to be about him. But him offering his 2 cents really just goes to show you. Everybody has an opinion these days, and everyone's always got something to say. It's March 23rd, Sunday, and I woke up and I'm pumped, and I'm gonna finish the song right now. I can feel it. So let's get after it, basically. How do I not know the lyrics? I just wrote them. I don't know. Okay. Me, big bad wolf, bringing up and buffing, roll the doors down. after some tinkering, I believe it's done. So let's see. Let's see what's on that. Well, actually, I need a line. I need one more line. So. There it is. It's done. Except I need a line. Well, we did it. Week 6 is complete. Yeah, I don't know. I really was struggling this weekend. Holy, on Friday, I was completely lost. I had completely lost my way. I couldn't. I mean, I wrote a whole bunch of stuff down, ideas and stuff, but structuring it and putting together, I was completely lost. I couldn't believe it. I mean, it's like all of a sudden just everything fell out of my head. Even Saturday was rough too. I mean, I just couldn't get it together even. I don't know. Hopefully, it's week 6. You'd think it'd be getting easier. It kind of is, but it's I don't know how to explain it, but there are lows that I get, so it's trying to still write during those lows, which are tough, I don't know. All the verses, all the chorus, they're all the same 2 chords and the same progression and everything, and I was able to complete it. And then this morning I woke up, I'm like, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna get up, get out of bed, sit in this chair, right on this table, and maybe within 2 hours I was able to write all of it, be able to piece it all together and write it. I gotta learn to fail and then come back from it. I mean, that's really what Friday and Saturday, I was just failing relentlessly. I just kept failing and failing, and I'd write and write and write, and I just continuously failed. I mean, but then you just, damn it, you just keep pushing, and you don't know if you're, you don't know if you're gonna make it to the other side, but for the most part, if you do, you learn, I guess, from every time you fail. You learn something. So, and I was actually able to get the song done. Here it is. There it is. It's called Big Bad Wolf. Just because the song is a little different too. The structure of it is a little different than the other ones. It's kind of like a verse, chorus, a verse, chorus, then the same verse as the first one. I only had 2 verses, and then I just go back to the top, and then Mean Big Bad Wolf, that chorus, I said times 8, where I just repeated 8 times. I don't know if that's the case. It's kind of like how people have choruses at the end, they just keep repeating them, and they slowly, or the sound kind of slowly gets lower and lower volume. So I'm guessing it'll be like 8 or maybe like 6 or something. So, but here it is, week 6 complete. And what did I learn? Just because it's week 6, I can't think it's gonna get easier. that's not it. I can't assume that it's gonna be easier. It is. I mean, I would say my writing has improved based on like quality of describing the subject. A little bit more particular. Describing something with less words in a sentence, describing something. That makes sense to me. I don't know if that makes sense to you. So this was written about somebody at work sticking their nose into other people's business. All right. Okay, well, good week number 6. Yeah, halfway there, you know. Halfway there. All right. Bye for now. So you think you got all the answers? Everything you say is pure gold. You sit there from the sidelines and call out plays, but you don't know the heaven and the stay in your lane. Mean big bad wolf, when you gonna huff and puff and roll these doors down? Mean big bad wolf, when you gonna huff and puff and roll these doors down? Everybody's got an opinion these days. Everybody's always got something to say. But when it comes time to sit in the captain's chair, nobody knows where it can be found. Mean big bad wolf, when you gonna huff and puff and roll these doors down? Mean big bad wolf, when you gonna huff and puff and roll these doors down? Mean big bad wolf, when you gonna huff and puff and roll these doors down? Mean big bad wolf, when you gonna huff and puff and roll these doors down? So you think you got all the answers? Everything you're saying's pure gold. You sit there from the sidelines and call out plays, but you don't know the half of the best